Well, hello there. So I thought after a core workout, a back recovery session would definitely be in order. We are going to do back recovery, some strengthening and stretches for our lower back muscles. You always want to stay in a pain-free range. Don't do things that hurt because bad feelings are bad. We're going to bring it over to our mat. We're going to get our fingertips right behind those ears. Standing with the feet comfortably wide, knees are soft. We are going to go good morning with those hips going back, stretching the back, hip, hammy, and then as you come up, press your hips forward, squeeze your bum, shoulders back and down. Inhale as you tip forward. Exhale as you come up. And it's the mechanics of a deadlift. We want to hip hinge, press your bum back. Press up your heels coming up. Squeeze the butt and the thighs, chest wide open. Inhale coming forward. Only as far as your body feels comfortable. Squeeze it up at the top. As we do a good morning, we're feeling our way here. You're coming up, squeezing your thighs, your butt, and your back. As our chest reaches forward, that's going to help keep the spine neutral so that we're not caving in. We want to keep the chest reaching forward and the bum reaching back. Let's do one more here. And just your range of motion is where you feel comfortable and in control. Relax your arms, roll your shoulders. We're going to bring it into a twist. So the arms, they're like ropes that are just flopping around there. Let your hip press forward. We want to keep those abs tight. So we're not feeling any stress or strain in that lower back. Standing up tall. You know, be all slouchy here. Lift your head and your chest. Press your hip forward. Squeeze that glute max. I like to wiggle my fingers doing this. Maybe you're rolling those wrists around. Right up on your toe. Should not feel any stress or strain in the knee area. We would not want that. Couple more sets. And just wiggle those fingers. Feeling good about ourselves. We're going to bring it into feet a little closer. We're going to bring it into a forward bend. So feel your way. If you're super tight in the hammies, you're hanging on the thighs, reach into the shins or down to the toes. And we're going to take our time, bringing it up. Big inhale up. As the arms come down, bring it back into that forward bend. Soften your knees. Going down as far as you're comfortable. And taking your time coming up. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Just tuck your tummy in when you're going into that forward bend. Reaching down there. Maybe grabbing your toes, savoring it a little bit. And then bring it up when you're ready. Shoulders down, inhale. Exhale, bring it down. And go where you're comfortable, bracing the core, not jerking it around. Maybe you're down there, you want to do a little side to side stretch. Oh, holla. After the plank-orama. Soften the knees as much as you need. Stacking that spine up, big inhale. And exhale, coming down. We're just trying to promote that spinal flexibility here. Feeling where you feel good. Maybe you want more stretch. Try straightening just a bit. You always want to keep the knees soft. The more bend, the less stretch. The more you straighten, the more stretch you're going to get. Be careful with that, though. You don't want to overstretch. Bringing it up. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, down into our forward bend. One more time. It just feels good. I can move around when I stretch, too. I want to feel where those knots and tight spots. Working with the breath. Breathing just gets the inhale, exhale, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. We want oxygen for energy. That's what it does for us. Let's walk it out into our high plankish area. Just holding it for a second or two. And then gently come down, child's pose. Bring those hips back And those arms. Again, I like to move around in a stretch. I'll find different spots where the soreness is. That's why it's good to recover. It's not all work and no play, or all work and no stretch. We want to stretch to help those muscles recover so we can keep crushing it. Oh, it just feels so good. A little twist in our child's pose. So with the right hand, the palm is up. Right arm comes in front of your knee. Relax that right shoulder down. Just take some breaths there. You want to wiggle your fingers a little bit. You want to do a little side-to-side movement. See where tightness is. Sneaky. We're going to go to the other side. So coming up, left arm, palm up. Left arm in front of those knees. Relaxing that left shoulder down. Oh. Working with that breath. Coming back to the center. Let's bring it up onto our hands and knees. And one of my favorite things to do, we want to have the knees directly under our hips. So that means that we're not kind of stretched out as such. Just knee under the hip and the hand under the shoulder. So this is another part that can get a little off from where the posture should be if your hands are in front. So again, if you check in your monitor or use your mirror, you want to make sure that instead of being in front of the shoulder, that the hand is underneath. So you can see, you can't see pretty good there. This arm is too far forward, this arm right where it needs to be. So that we're in a safe 4-point position for our cat camel. Inhales and exhales. And you want to feel your way here. Oh, it feels good. It flosses the spine, the nerves in the spine. Oh, it just feels great. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Want to keep that core engaged, no overstretching or hyperextension in that lower back. On this extension part, you want to keep the core engaged so those abs are tight. We're not feeling any stress in that lower back. Let's do a couple more. Getting those big deep breaths. One more time. Creaking and cracking. We're going to ease it back into child's pose. Again, moving around, stretching things out, bringing it right onto your abs. Laying on your tum-tum here. So let's bring arms right by your side. We have great exercise. I love the dart. And if you're like, I just want to rest here. Yeah, why not? You get the rest, listen to me blab along. Join in whenever you're ready. So the back of the neck is long. What you want to avoid in this kind of position is looking forward, because as you can see, it's bending my neck back. And these little cervical vertebrae up in that spine, we want to protect them. The best thing, chin to chest, a fist distance from the chin to the chest, all right? So just try not to look forward, look to the side, or keep looking down. So we have a great exercise for our back extensors. It's a dart. So the dart, we want to drop the shoulders, arms by your side. So you're lifting the shoulders and the thighs are lifting the legs up, your butt's lifting your legs up, ease down. Dart, up, and down, nice and controlled. If this bothers your back, maybe you want to go in an alternating hip extension, take the head down. If that neck gets tired, you can bring the head down and lift. A couple more here. Just shouldn't be bugging that lower back or neck. You want to protect those muscles, protect those areas of the spine. One more. And relax. Let's bring those hands and elbows under the body, pressing back into child's pose. And you always want to be careful with those kind of exercises that you're not flinging or using momentum, kind of jerking it up. You want to use your back and your butt to move the arms and the legs, all right? So we get a little stretch in here. And you can either stay with the dart, you can do that alternating hip extension, or we're gonna do dart to Superman, which gets a lot of shoulder mobility in, but if you're having shoulder problems, stick with the dart or the alternating hip extension. So we wanna honor the body, trying to get the back stronger without tweaking it or causing it to have more problems. So that's our goal always, is to get stronger. So we're bringing it into our face down, prone position. Back of your neck is long. You're gonna check that off your list. Abs are engaged. Arms are gonna be by your side. And you can rest the head down if you want. So the options, alternating, hip extension, squeeze your right bum and your left bum, or the dart, head and shoulders. So you use the back and the butt to move the body and the legs. So those are your options. Or stretching, that's a third. Or we're going dart to Superman. So we're gonna bring it up into an isometric hold, and we're gonna move the arms to the front, and then move the arms to the back. And just holding that dart is fine. Listening to the body. Keep the back of that neck long, look to the side, or look down. Working with that breath, really squeezing that butt. Abs are in tight. Oh, lengthening. And using that back to pull the arms back. We've got one more here, big reach. And coming back. And relax, relax it down. Just get a little breather in here. Elbows under your shoulders, easy does it. Then we bring it back into child's pose. Feeling a little tension in that lower back. Now tension, or a little bit of burning in the muscle, is what we're after here, but we're doing it in a way that does not cause problems or cause back spasms or pinch nerve. So, a little bit of burning in the muscle, good. Pinching, tweaking, any kind of bad feelings, they're bad. So we're in child's pose. We get a little stretchy stretch here. Rotate, child's pose with a twist. And we're going to switch sides. Child's pose with a twist. Perfect. Let's bring it on to our back. So another great exercise for our lower back, strengthening it, is a bridge. And I really enjoy doing the bridge stretch, which is going to stretch those arms out as well. But again, if you're having any shoulder problems, keep those arms in a pain-free range. I've got the knees and the hips and the ankles all lined up. So we're not in close right here. We have our feet hip width. Head's going to be on the mat. It's going to stay right down there. So give that neck a nice rest. Reach towards your heels. So I don't want you to feel like those shoulders are creeping up and your neck sinking into your shoulders. We do want to have the shoulders down. Keep that little pinch in between the shoulder blades. Palms on the floor, arms are strong. As we inhale and press up, keep those arms engaged. Bring them up and over the head as you're up in your bridge. And then bring the arms back as you bring the hips down, either rolling the back down or just straight up. Arms reaching up and over. And straight down with the hips as the arms come back. So it just depends on how that spine feels. Bridge stretch. Think of your bridge. You're pressing off your heels. We're holding it up there, getting a little isometric contraction. Just try to breathe freely here, coming back. And that breath is going to brace the core. Bring it up. I have different range in each arm. It's always something. It's all right. That's why we want to recover. Keep ourselves limber. As limber as possible, people. Bridge stretch. We're going to do 4 more. It just feels good, though. You know, you try to stay symmetrical, but we're all off in some way or another. Letting those hips come down. I like rolling them back down. Oh, it just feels so good. Keeping those shoulders down away from those ears. Bridge stretch. We're doing 3 more. Kind of the cool thing about having video is you can see what you're doing. Correcting yourself. You can always let me know if you're having any issues. We got 2 more here. Bridge stretch. Squeeze on that bum bum. And those hips come down. Oh, it feels so good. Last one, bridge stretch. You really get a good contraction in your butt, your hamstrings, your abs are tight. Back down we go. We're releasing that back. Let's get a back stretch. Hands behind the back of the thighs. Now why I will say that is if we're pulling on the shin or on the knee, it's impacting the joint. And we want to take pressure off our joints, hands behind. Gets rid of that issue for you. Oh, rocking. Hello, back. Yeah, you might be like, oh, I feel my muscles. They're on fire. That's a good thing. I like it. Right ankle, left thigh, get that number 4 stretch. So we have a nice release for the butt and the hip. Switching sides. Adding recovery in. It feels great. It's good for your muscles and your connective tissue. It's great for your muscles and connective tissue. We're strengthening our lower back, which is a problem for a lot of people. Back problems, lower back problems, chronic for years. So we're getting into a single leg circle. Let's bring our left foot onto the mat. Right leg extends up, arms are by your side. So again, you want to drop those shoulders, press your palms into the mat and stabilize yourself. We're going to take that right leg across the midline of the body. And you're going to circle that leg around. So this is going to help stretch out the side of your butt and that IT band, which is connective tissue. And if it's tight, that can pull on your knees, or your hips, or your lower back. It's all connected. One big kinetic chain. Everything works together. If you have a problem somewhere, it's going to affect other parts of your body. So you want to fix things, keep yourself strong and limber. Let's go the other way. And feel in your way. This should not hurt anywhere in your hip or your spine. Body is as still as you can keep it. Keep pressing those arms into the floor. 3 more here. Squeeze your butt. That's the last 2. Super tight 4. Last one, last one. I want you to bend that right knee again. The hands around the back of the thigh. Bring it into the chest. Straighten that left leg out. Popping and cracking. Goodness gracious. Getting that hip and glute stretch on that right leg. Switch sides. Bring your left foot back. Right leg on the right foot on the mat. Left leg up. I'm going to just turn a little bit here. You're like, I'm confused about what the midline of the body is. I'll just give you that visual. So right foot's on the mat. Left leg comes up. So you bring your left leg across the midline where your belly button is. And then circle it off to the side. Stay in that pain-free range. Come across and circle. So we want to keep that body as still as we can keep it. So the bracing of the arms and the bracing of the core, come across that midline, circle it out. That's going to keep the body from moving or rocking or building up any kind of momentum. You just want to stay in that pain-free range. 2 more. 1 more time. And reverse. So again, those visual people, you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Midline and whatnot. Left leg's up. I'm going to bring it away from the body. And then come across the midline. So get that string coming up out of my belly button. Leg across, feeling the outside of the thigh, outside of your booty. Bring it across. And out. 3 more here. Single leg circle helps to work that core as well. As you're stabilizing. Last one. And left knee in. Straighten that right leg out. We have a hip flexor on the right, glute, hammy, lower back on that left side. Let's bring that right knee in. Both hands behind those knees so that we're not, again, pulling on the knees or pulling on the shins. We're protecting our joints because we love them. Love working out, getting to stretch. We're going to bring it into a hip roll. So let's bring those shins up and the arms are out wide like the letter T. Definitely not over shoulder height. So reaching right out of those shoulders, press your palms in. You want to stabilize from the rib cage, upper body. The hips are going to be moving. You're going to inhale, bring the knees over to the left, turn your head to the right. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, knees go to the left, right, head goes to the left. Exhale, bring it up. Pressing those hands down. So we're getting our hips to move and our rib cage stays nice and still. Staying in that pain-free range. Walking in those abs. Inhale, right, head goes left. Exhale up. So you're getting that momentary neck stretch in there. We're working with that breath. In our back recovery, doing twisting helps to stretch out all those tendons and ligaments and small muscles. You get a lot of attachments in the spine. Super cool. One more set. Got a little back recovery in here. It's always good to pamper. Hands around the back of those thighs. Rock it. Rock it. Feels so good to get that rock. Right ankle, left thigh. I love the number 4 stretch. Stretches your backside. Get that hip stretch. Switching. And another side. Left ankle on that right thigh. Rocking it around just like a baby. No stress, no strain. Uncross legs together. Full body stretch. So we're bringing the knees to the left and the arms out wide. Head to the right. And just sink in there. Super tight in the hip and the side. My legs don't ever come together. And I think I stretch a lot. It's just the consistency you're after. Easy does it. Let's go to the other side. We're going to bring the knees to the right and the head to the left. Even if you work on things for 5 or 10 minutes a day, it all adds up. Doesn't even have to be 20 minutes. Whatever time you have, it's going to be beneficial. You're just going to feel better. On to the back. Good. Let's extend the legs nice and long. Arms can be by your side. Or those arms are reaching. Wiggling those fingers, wiggling those toes, stretching the ankles out. Reach it out. Maybe reaching right on the left side. Reach the right side and the left side. Excellent. Back to the center. Easy does it. Bend your elbows, bring your arms back by your side, one foot back at a time. And then our knees in, nice and easy. I love this stretch. I could just lay here all day, rocking, thinking about things, pondering. It feels so good. Let's bring knees in. We're gonna roll up. Easy does it. Get a little upper body stretch here. Get that back stretch again. Love to stretch. Big reach up. Reaching back, hands behind those hips. Just open that chest up. Feel those breaths coming in and out. Feel your abs suction cup in a little bit. Shoulder blades together. It's a nice active stretch. If you gently squeeze between the shoulder blades, you'll get a better stretch in the chest and the front of the shoulder. Pull the abs in. Feel a little low back stretch there too. So it's cool. You squeeze a muscle in one part of the body, the opposing muscle is going to get a stretch. So let's bring it up. Press the arms. Any way that feels good. We'll give our neck and the upper part of the back a stretch. Ear to shoulder, just roll that chin across the chest and stop at the other shoulder. And not really a pose, rolling the head fully around, but you know, I've seen people do it, and if you like it and it feels good for your body, I would say if it feels good to, that's okay. But in my mind, it's hyperextending those cervical vertebrae, the little ones in the top of the spine. And I just really want to baby them and just really protect them. So up to you though. Let's bring that head up. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, bring it up. And a nice big exhale out. And a good back recovery and stretch session. Hopefully that felt great on your lower body. We get a lot of butt squeeze in action. We get to strengthen that lower back and that mid back. Felt awesome. I hope you enjoyed and have a great time doing your back, rest and recovery and work.